What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Hobby Reviews. I'm very, very excited to be talking about Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which is now in theaters. This is going to be a primarily non-spoiler review, so don't worry. You can watch this video. Will not spoil anything for you guys, but I will keep it as vague as I can. I apologize for that, but let's see. This movie was good. It was good. I liked it a lot. There was a lot of humor in the movie, which wasn't expected because I was expecting it to be kind of like, as most people would probably expect it, to be like the darker entry into the new trilogy because it's the second one and it's being compared to Empire and all this thing. So you expect it to be darker, but it's not. It has a lot of humor in it. A lot of that you know how like Marvel MCU movies are kind of like introducing all that humor into their movies. That's kind of how this one felt. It felt like a Marvel. It felt like an MCU movie, which is welcome, but also not welcome. I feel like Force Awakens had a lot of humor in it, but it didn't take away from the film. I feel like some parts in this, the jokes don't really land as well as they did in Force Awakens. Because I felt like in Force Awakens, every single joke landed, but in this one, there were some that fell flat. Let's start with the negatives. Let's start with the negatives of this movie. I felt like it had a lot of pacing issues. There's a whole sequence with Finn and Rose that could have been either cut or minimalized because I felt like it slowed down the movie. I felt like all the stuff with I'm saying, this is gonna be no spoilers. No, I'm not gonna be hitting on any major plot points, just basic stuff. So stuff that you've probably seen in the trailers or whatever. I thought all the stuff with Luke and Rey on Octu were some of the best parts of the film. I feel like they could have taken away from Finn and Rose and used that time to give us more of Luke and Rey on Octu, because I thought all that stuff was brilliant. It felt a lot like Dagobah, and comparing it, if you want to Empire, that's fine. Mark Hamill was amazing as Luke Skywalker. He felt like Luke again. He felt like he was Luke. Just like Harrison Ford was playing Han Solo in Force Awakens, how it felt like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker felt like Luke Skywalker in this movie, and I thought that was really well done. Snoke was fantastic. Like, Snoke had some of the best moments. My favorite moments in this movie came from Snoke, by far. Andy Serkis knocked it out of the park as Snoke in this movie. I felt like the best parts of the movie came from actually the villains. So Snoke and Kylo Ren had the best parts in this movie, honestly. Porgs, let's talk Porgs, did not annoy me. Actually, I love Porgs. I'm pro Porg, love the Porgs, and everything that they do. And they do a lot. But Porgs are great. Carrie Fisher, I felt like they handled it well. I felt like they didn't change anything. Like, she had already finished filming all her stuff, and they stuck to it. I felt like I didn't notice any like rewrites, or I didn't notice any reshoots or anything like that to change anything. I felt like what they shot is what they put on film for Carrie Fisher, and I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad that they kept stuck to it. Yeah, we're going into more of the positives now, obviously, but I felt like Poe, what they did with Poe's character was. Let me talk about one more negative. The Finn and again, going back to Finn and Rose, I felt like near the end of the movie, no spoilers, don't worry, but near the end of the movie, the relationship gets a little cheesy in certain aspects. In one scene in particular, it got really cheesy when they could have done something more deep with the scene. But they didn't. They didn't go there, and I wish that they had. Yeah, it's really good. Right as of now, though, I will say I like Force Awakens just a little bit better than Last Jedi. I do think Last Jedi is better than Rogue One. If you guys know or may or may not know, I'm not the biggest fan of Rogue One. I actually prefer Episode 3 to Rogue One. I might be in the minority there, but I do think I would rather watch Episode 3 than Rogue One. And I think again that Last Jedi is better than Rogue One. I do. I do think it is. I think here's my official ranking of the Star Wars films right now. New Hope is my favorite, then Empire, then probably Force Awakens, then Return of the Jedi, then The Last Jedi, and then this is of right now, and then probably Episode 3, and then Rogue One, and then 2 and 1. I can switch them around as to which one I find the worst. Probably I'd say 2 is worse than 1 right now. That's just right now. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for my non-spoiler Last Jedi review. So go see the movie. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments. Let me know if you guys were. I mean, I gotta mention one more thing about this movie. Took a lot of risks and did a lot of things that some Star Wars movies had never done before, and also didn't do some things that Star Wars movies had done before. And they did take risks, and they did certain things with the Force that we'd never seen before, and I thought that was. I'm intrigued, but I'm gonna see it again on Sunday. This is just my initial review, so I'm gonna see it again on Sunday, and I might upload another like modified review. I don't know if I will or not, but I'm seeing it again on Sunday. So yeah. And then I think the next movie I will plan on reviewing next Friday probably be Greatest Showman. I think I'm really excited for Greatest Showman. That's coming out. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.